All right, everybody. So this is a before the sermon. So this is before Steve's next sermon coming up. And you just preached from Ephesians 6, be strong and armed, right? Talking about kind of spiritual warfare stuff and how we can be stronger. So what's next? Give us that sneak peek. Tell us what's coming up.
Sure. So one of the beautiful things about expository preaching through a book of the Bible is I don't have to ask what's going to be next. It'll be the next verse and the next verse and the next verse. But one of the verses we're coming up to real soon here is this one. Let me just read it for you.
Okay.
I haven't memorized this one. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the cosmic powers over this present darkness, against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly places. Therefore, take up the whole armor of God. So part of what we're coming up on is that real spiritual warfare thing, and it's going to get us a little bit, I don't know how far to get into this. I'll have to decide. I'll have to decide tomorrow morning. How far do I want to get into what would be called angelology? In all the theologies, there's bibliology. There's angelology, angels elect and angels evil, angels holy and angels fallen. So this gets us into fallen angels. Right. And there are apparently different categories of them and different layers of them. And do I really want to get into that? What do you think? Should I get into that?
I mean, you might be getting into the weeds a little bit. I mean, talking about angels at all, the thing that comes to mind for me is sometimes I'll see these memes about, if people actually drew pictures of angels as they read in the Bible, they'd look so different than our preconceived notion. They don't look anything like the angel you put on top of your Christmas tree. I'll tell you that much.
What we're going to get into is there are these spiritual powers and forces and so on, and man, we're at war with them. So this is back again to the theme of we are the church militant. Like, it's not easy time. It's not a cakewalk being a Christian because you're fighting against the world, the flesh, and the devil. And there is a busy devil. We believe in the devil. We're not ashamed of that.
Well, but we don't believe that he's on par with God.
Right. And he doesn't have a pitchfork and a long tail. No. But he's a serious foe. And we're not surprised that there's a supernatural universe going on, because if there's a God, then there's supernatural. He's supernatural. Right. And he can do supernatural things. So very important passage in the Word to tell us about the spiritual battles we have with supernatural forces. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, awesome, Steve. Looking forward to that steak of a sermon, hopefully.
Thanks, Sean.
All right, see you, Steve.